Now, in just a bit, you're going to hear from Paul Lee. Paul has made over 7 figures with multiple dropshipping stores. These days, he has his virtual assistants run his stores, and he offers private one-on-one mentoring to aspiring e-commerce entrepreneurs. Okay, so we know that dropshipping and Facebook ads go hand in hand. You start a dropshipping store with Shopify, and then you drive traffic to your store with Facebook ads. You see, Facebook ads are great at driving store traffic, but they're also great at driving you crazy. Facebook ads are so difficult to learn because there isn't a one ad set fits all formula. That's why in this series of videos, we decided to do things a little differently. We gave 4 successful dropshippers a trending product from AliExpress, and then we asked each dropshipper to take us through their ad process, from creating the ad itself to launching the Facebook ad campaign. These dropshippers did not let us down, but they also did not agree.
No, see, that's not right.
Every dropshipper had their own unique strategy for running successful Facebook ads. So to make it easier for you to follow along, we created a blueprint so that right after the video, you can start running your own ads. Okay, ready to hear from the dropshippers? Watch on. I just want to say something before we begin. In this video, we're going to be going in depth on Facebook ads. So we'll throw around acronyms like CBO, and we'll talk about things like conversion events. If you don't know what any of that means, don't worry. Just take a look at Oberlo 101. It's the ultimate course for starting your first online store and scaling it with Facebook ads. So to learn more, click the link in the description below. Also, while you're down there, make sure you hit subscribe so that you never miss our dropshipper interviews, tutorials, and product recommendations. All right, time to get into Paul Lee's winning Facebook ads formula. Paul, I sent you a phone case lanyard, and I told you, create a Facebook ad for this, or show me how you would create an ad if you had a cold pixel, you were a new dropshipper, all of that. What was your first reaction to that assignment?
The assignment, I thought it'd be really easy. My reaction was towards the product. I just wouldn't have ever chosen that product.
Really?
But yeah, you said that it sells pretty well, right, in Berlin?
I think. We see it all the time.
I mean, it might work, so.
I'm curious. Why were you like, oh, this product sucks?
I don't know, just because like, I'm not the customer, so I can't imagine buying it. And then also it doesn't really have that wow factor effect for me. Just, I can't imagine having a wow factor for that, but I don't know, who knows? Yeah.
I know based on our interview, which people can watch right here, that you usually have a lot of criteria for determining whether a product is even worth testing. And in this case, we were like, we don't care about your criteria, advertise it.
Okay.
So given that, I know we put you in some constraints there, what was your first approach?
So my first approach would, if I determined this product would be test worthy, I would go ahead and do the product page and then go ahead and do the video. I like to aim for less than 2 hours total for all those things. And then I go into Facebook ads.
I'm interested because you're the first merchant to talk about product pages when we're talking about Facebook ads. Can you say a little bit about how you would build this product page before the ad?
So there's different components. So you have the product page, you have the video, and then you have the ad copy. All of these are kind of meshed together. So what I do is I first do the product page, and then I already have that content. So that content also gets distributed into a video. So for example, with a video ad, you might have different captions and different kind of benefits. Those were derived originally from the product page. And then you have the ad copy, that's also derived from the product page as well.
Okay, so by working on the product page, you're kind of developing, okay, what are all the problems this product might solve and all the features, and you're putting it all in one place? And then from there, you tease out what might go into a video, what might go into your ad copy. I see. Since we are focusing on just the Facebook ad for this video, let's talk a little bit about creating a video for a product like this. It's not something you're excited about. How would you go about creating a video?
So the thing is, I actually never create videos myself. I have like dedicated video editors, but I can kind of walk you through the process of how to just easily find the video editor, know they're good, and build a long-term relationship with them.
That'd be really cool because so far we've only talked about how to create videos yourself, but I know a lot of dropshippers would rather pass that off.
Definitely.
Okay, let's dive into my laptop and take a look.
All right.
Where should I head to?
All right, so let's just go to Fiverr.com.
Okay.
I only recommend Fiverr.com for video editing. For everything else, I usually go to Upwork.
Okay. I'm here. Do I just search video editor or is there a magic word?
Yeah, so you could just search video editor.
Okay.
And then you might want to put dropshipping too as well.
Oh, video editor, drop shipping. So there are enough people who know about dropshipping that they're here creating services just for dropshippers.
Yeah, it's a huge industry.
Okay, how do I make sense of these results?
Okay, so the first thing I scout for is reviews. So the ones that have the most reviews, these are the ones that you're going to be most interested in.
Okay.
And then you look at their portfolio. So you look at their videos that they have done previously, determine if that was a video that engages you, the video that checks off the boxes of the first 5 seconds good, is the trimming good, is the music appropriate with the product, is the footage appropriate with the certain caption and the timing of that. So you just kind of want to scout that, and then you want to clarify with them, are they going to source the video footage for you? Because a lot of times they don't actually source the video footage. You have to provide them all the links and all the AliExpress product pages and stuff. So you want to make sure that they do that.
Okay, let's do that really quick just so I make sure I understand.
Yep.
So the reviews are the numbers next to the stars, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like this one, Soft Bright, stands out to me because they have over 400 reviews and it's got a 5 rating. So, and they even say they'll create drop shipping video ads.
Mm-hmm.
So then from here, maybe I'd press this to take a look at their work.
Yeah.
Ah, okay, so this is almost like a show reel of their work.
Yeah. So this one I'm not particularly too fancy of. Let's just see if they have any.
That one looks pretty cool, maybe.
This one's, yeah. Like just the font they've used, the kind of slide in transition effect. That's a lot of effort, you know.
Yeah. Oh yay, a beard accessory.
There you go.
You're the pro. I like how they have actually steps because it makes me want to watch all the steps of this video. Now, you said I want to now ask the seller, say I'm satisfied with the videos, I'll want to now ask the seller if they source their videos themselves, right?
Yes.
And for that, I could just contact seller and just say exactly that and see what they get back to me with.
Basically ask them, will you be able to provide the footage?
You know, they're online, so I'm just going to ask, do you provide your own footage? Is that it?
Maybe be more specific. You could say, will you be able to find the footage?
Will you be able to find the footage
for this product?
For this product? Do I need to link to a particular product?
Yes. So as an example, link to the AliExpress product, and then that's all you have to give them. Then they're going to be doing the research for you.
You recommended the pendant love necklace in a past video, so I'm going to go ahead and ask them about that now. Maybe they'll get back to us before the end of the video. Who knows?
Hopefully.
Cool. So then you would work with this video editor to create your video ad.
Mm-hmm.
What happens next?
What happens next is it typically takes 1 to 2 days. While you're ordering that video, you want to give them a script. So I never let these guys write my script for me. I pretty much create the script and it's derived from the product page as well.
I see.
So the best features and benefits, you want to put those in your script and then give that to your video editor.
Talk to me about the first couple seconds and the last couple seconds of a video.
Okay, so the first 5 seconds, always the most eye-catching, always the most like you cannot ignore it. When it's on your screen, on your newsfeed, it just gravitates, it just demands attention essentially. And then the last 5 seconds, or last couple seconds, that's gonna be your call to action. Basically, it's 50% off, click the link down there, tap the buy now button, things like that.
So you're a big fan of including like discounts in your video ads?
I like to do that, yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, then for this product in particular, what would you tell the Fiverr editor to put as your first 5 seconds?
So for this one, it's a kind of aesthetic-based product. It's like, depends on your look. So I would try to find footage that demonstrates the fashion of it, the fashion appeal, the aesthetics, and the most eye-catching, essentially.
Okay. You know, you're the only merchant to take the fashionable angle.
Really?
Am I making you insecure?
No, I mean, I'm wondering what they did.
Yeah, the other merchants all focused on the fact that this prevents people from dropping their phones.
No, see, that's not right.
No?
Yeah, because you appeal to emotion before you appeal to logic. So if you appeal to logic, that's a phone. You know, I mean, that's just my opinion.
Yeah. So you would show how fashionable this is, show that it's something really iconic, and then show, oh, by the way, it keeps your phone safe.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Interesting. All right.
Because it's like chic. It's kind of got that grungy, or I don't know what the appeal is, but Something like that.
All right, interesting. Ever the contrarian, Paul. Now that we have an idea of what that video might look like, let's dive into Facebook Ads Manager and figure out how we would set up this campaign.
Let's do it.
All right, so I'm in Facebook Ads Manager. This is a Ads Manager account for my own test store. First, what's my marketing objective? Let me guess, conversions.
Got it.
Okay.
That's what you do.
You know
Always.
what? Everyone said conversions. Is there any debate anymore in the dropshipping community about whether to start with conversions or not?
I mean, the highest 7-figure to 8-figure dropshippers, they're all using conversions. And I mean, some people like to do PPE. If you have a certain funnel in place, it could work, but you really want to get purchases, so conversions is the best for that.
Cool. Now on this topic, dropshippers disagreed. Campaign budget optimization. Should I turn it on or not?
So I always don't use it.
Don't?
I tested both of them, CBOs versus non CBOs, for testing and for my winning products when I was scaling to like several thousand. The non CBOs always perform better. That's just from my experience, and especially when you're testing a product, you're not sure, because Facebook sometimes they don't prioritize the budget accordingly. They put budget into bad ad sets, bad performing ad sets. And it's just like, I want to have that full control over the costs of the best performing ad sets.
Okay, so I'm not going to press CBO, and instead it'll be my responsibility to make sure that I'm allocating budget right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. I'll press continue. Now let's talk about the conversion event for the actual ad set. As you can see, my pixel doesn't have very much data on it.
Yeah.
What should I choose as my objective here?
Purchase, definitely.
Oh, even though I haven't had any purchases.
Doesn't matter.
That's what you guys all said. Okay, purchase. You got it. And then anything you would check here, or are we going right into audience?
So right here, we would go right into audience.
Okay.
With the locations, I do the top high GDP countries, so the top tier countries. And these are a list of about 15 countries.
Oh, 15. Where do you get that list?
To get that list, you guys can check out my YouTube channel. It's Ecom Paul.
Okay, we'll make sure to link to that below. We won't do that right now, but you basically have your list of 15 countries that you would put in for locations. For what about age or gender? Would you put any constraints on that?
So I typically don't. The thing is, a lot of times beginners, they assume too much of their audience. They assume that this product is going to be sold only to older people or younger people. A lot of times it's the exact opposite. So I always leave it very general, very open. But a product like this is clearly towards women. So I would just have that kind of filter. But the ages, I leave it 1865.
You would target this only towards women?
Yes, I actually would.
What if I told you that our male office manager wore this?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then that's a clear example of how I assumed. Exactly. Yeah, you proved me wrong.
Okay.
Yep.
This is the only time I will ever prove you wrong. So you might leave it at all genders then?
I would actually. If I had any kind of insights like that, any information like that, then yeah.
What I'm wondering is, you're creating this as one ad set, right? With the 15 different countries? Okay, wow. It's going to be huge, right? Are you going to narrow it down with interests at this point?
Yeah, so each ad set only has one interest, essentially.
Ah, so every ad set has the 15 countries, but then each ad set has one interest.
Yeah, actually all the ad sets have the same exact settings and everything, like the placements, everything's the same. The only thing that's different is the interests.
I see. What would be an example of an interest that you might put here? We'll go ahead and press edit. What might show up here?
So whenever you're doing the process of the first ad set, this is for brainstorming purposes. So what I would do is, like I said, I don't think too much about the targeting, so I just type in handbag. And that doesn't mean I'm gonna end up with that.
So like handbags there?
Yeah, so I would choose handbags and then immediately hit suggestions, hit fashion accessories. And again, like I said, we're not determining that these are gonna be the last ones, but this is really just for ideas.
Now these would be already two different ad sets, for example, right? One would be targeting fashion accessories, and another ad set would target messenger bag.
Exactly.
I see, okay.
So right here, I'm just clicking on anything that kind of is relevant to our product. Coin purse, hand luggage.
Interesting, really broad.
Yeah, wallets. I say that's good for now, but usually you would go a little further.
Let me challenge you on something.
Sure.
Corey and Rodney said that they would just target people who had iPhones.
I disagree with that.
Really?
Yeah, because everybody has an iPhone, but they're not all interested in fashion or kind of these accessories.
Okay.
So you want to focus on, just assume that everybody has a phone and then target specifically the fashion.
Okay.
That's what I think. The fashion, the kind of accessory, that kind of category.
Okay.
I would also go further into this. So I would just like Google for inspiration. You could just search best handbag brands. And then I would just kind of get some inspirations. What brands am I not aware of that I could potentially use? So right here we see Celine, Fendi, Gucci. Let's just click this right here. And we have a bunch of options. So these are potential interests.
I really feel like that actually makes sense because I think this design is fashionable. Someone who wants to spend so much on a handbag is probably willing to spend something on a phone accessory that makes their phone look chic and also keeps it handy. So if they're wearing something like a satchel or a crossbody tote, something that's already like across their shoulders, like they'd probably like something that fits the same way.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move down to placements. Automatic or edit?
Automatic.
Really?
Automatic. 100%.
You're the second merchant to say automatic, and I thought everyone was going to say edit placements.
Who was the first merchant?
Emma said automatic as well.
Nice. She knows her stuff.
That is so interesting. So even though, okay, let's talk about that Fiverr editor. Are we telling them to create a video of a certain dimension so that it can go into both Facebook and Instagram and stories?
No, because like I said, with the minimal approach, we just want one video, and if it works, then you can maybe do the custom dimensions and stuff like that. But it will work. You know, if somebody sees that on their story, they're not gonna judge it because it's not, you know, in the custom dimension.
Okay, so the argument is kind of like, if the product is good enough and the video is good enough, you're gonna start seeing the numbers that let you know this is working.
Exactly, yeah.
Cool. And what else do we need to know about targeting?
So let's just say we ended up with these. I would actually include a little bit more. So let's say we were only gonna create 5 ad sets. So that means we have to narrow down to 5 interests.
Yeah.
So these 5 interests, they have to be the best because you're determining the product's results based on these interests. So like our criteria we said earlier, broad, diverse, and relevant.
You just said broad, diverse, and relevant. If you're watching and you don't remember that conversation, it's because we filmed it in this video.
So which one is not like the other? So we're selling a kind of phone carrying case. A messenger bag is a little bit of a stretch, so we're gonna exclude that. Tote bag, it's a little bit of an stretch as well.
Yeah.
Handbags, maybe. Coin purse, it's 2 million audience size, so it's a little bit smaller than the rest, so I probably am going to exclude that. Fashion accessories, it's very, very general, very broad. Let's just leave it for now. Hand luggage, let's see what that is, because as a male, I'm not exactly sure what.
I think it might be
shouldn't say
like
that.
carry-on luggage.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah. I think it's like a British way of saying carry-on luggage.
So that's obviously not relevant, so we would exclude that. So we're left with these. And again, you would do some more brands and stuff, maybe keep it more diverse. So maybe Kate Spade. I know they have some kind of similar handbags. And then I would exclude satchel because it's a little bit of a stretch. And yeah, that's the process. So we're landing with these 5. And then essentially you're going to duplicate this ad set 4 times. That way each ad set has its own interest.
And you're not looking at the audience size. You don't really care about that.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. Because I see right here we have the audience sizes next to the interests. So as long as that's above 1 million, we're good.
Okay.
And then you also want to make sure you never select expand your detailed targeting. This is such a huge mistake people do. It never works. Just leave that unchecked. And then also all languages. I don't do any English, only English speaking. I don't do any of that. And yeah, that's as far as the targeting.
Wow. It's really cool to hear you think through that targeting. That's like really helpful, I think, for our viewers.
And I also didn't do the full extensive. I would have done a little bit more research on the brands, on the products that are related to these products, and things like that. Just Googling around, just maybe spend about 10 minutes on this.
Okay. Now let's talk about a biggie, budget. What budget do you put aside per day for this ad?
So each ad set has $10 on it.
$10, okay.
Yeah.
So you're looking at $50 a day with our 5 ad sets with 5 different interests. Okay.
That's the cost right now, yeah.
That's drop shipping for you. I'll put $50, or I'll put $10 here because this is one ad set. And anything else you would change here?
And that's that.
Cool. So we'll hit continue.
I actually wouldn't do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, this thing, you can't uncheck it though.
So I made a mistake. I just got to the ad creative section and I assumed that since we chose automatic placements, I should choose my Instagram account. I selected my Instagram account and you just told me, oops, you can't uncheck it, and that was a bad thing to do.
Yeah, so the thing is, you don't want people clicking on your Instagram account whenever they see that Instagram ad. If your Instagram page only has like 100 followers, you know, maybe 2 posts, like it just doesn't have a good reputation. As opposed to if they couldn't even click on your Instagram, then there's no damage to be done, essentially.
Oh, instead they would see the ad on Instagram, but it would take them to whatever site I specify.
Yeah, they couldn't even click on your, yeah, exactly.
That's a great tip though. If you're just starting out and you have no Instagram followers, you can still advertise on Instagram without people being like, they have no followers. What is this business? That's actually, I didn't know that. Really good tip. Okay, I'm not gonna touch anything. What else should I do? For format, should it be single image or video?
Yes, so single image or video, and then we import our picture or video that we got, and then we insert the ad copy.
So where do I begin?
So the first section of the ad copy is going to start off with a hook.
Hook.
And basically a hook statement is like a 5 to 7 word sentence, basically grabbing their attention and featuring the best kind of information that they need to know why they should care about your product.
For something like this, what would you put as a hook?
I would say something, I took some notes earlier. So the purpose of the hook is to get them to click on the link. So a product like this is very aesthetic based. So you could say something along the lines of a slim crossbody for when you only need your essential. Effortlessly chic. Kind of just throwing some kind of marketing words in there and very imagery based and very sensual based. I would just end it right there. An effortlessly chic crossbody.
Effortlessly chic. Crossbody. For when you only need your essentials.
Exactly, yep.
Okay.
And then you'd have some sort of emoji, like right finger pointing, or like an arrow or something. And then you'd have a very short link. And I would not recommend a bit.ly link.
No?
Yep.
Why not?
Because bit.ly links, I think many people know this by now, you can have a plus sign at the end of it, and then they can see your analytics. They can see how many people clicked on it, when they clicked on it. That's very, very valuable information for your competitors.
Okay.
So I only use the Shopify link. And then some people are like, the Shopify link is too long. So with the URL, you want to have the URL just be one word. So if the product title for this product was like slim fit crossbody bag, you would just have
storename.com/product/slim.
Yeah, something along the lines of that.
Cool. And that's it for the text caption.
We'd have a little bit more. We'd have the last sentence be a call to action.
Oh, okay.
So typically I phrase this something like, now 40% off, get yours here. Or you could say something like, limited supply only, selling out fast, some sort of marketing call to action.
With a little bit of urgency to it.
With a little bit of urgency, yeah.
Okay. Headline and description.
So a headline is another variation of the hook. So it's basically, you could rephrase that hook statement. So for this example, you could say something like, a timeless accessory that is effortlessly chic.
Okay, so headline, effortlessly chic, effortlessly elegant. And then description would be like a timely accessory?
Yeah, so the description is very short. It's only like one line, so I would include marketing as well in there. I'd say limited supply only, tap now to shop.
Tap now, okay.
People are on their phones.
Oh, good thinking. Limited supply only, tap now.
Tap now to shop.
To shop. And then obviously we'd put the product page as our website URL. Call to action.
Shop now.
Shop now. You know, Emma would actually test that.
Really?
Yeah.
What'd she do?
She would test shop now versus other options.
Interesting.
Yeah. Take that back with you. Anything else you would change here before we launch?
That's it. You could have some longer ad copy. Facebook only shows the first 3 lines of text, but you could also add some features and stuff and more content in there. So you could have the first 2 lines being a hook statement, then the link. Then you could also have features, a list of 4 to 5 features, bullet points, check marks, and very short, concise features, and then another call to action, and then another link.
I see.
So that's a longer form.
And once this ad is launched, and we're spending $50 a day on all those 5 ad sets, When are you gonna cut off the ad? Like, how do you tell if it's winning or losing?
Yeah, so right when it's spinning, you're gonna wait at least 3 to 4 hours, and then you can go back and see if the cost per unique link click, if it's less than $2, keep it running. If it's anything higher than $2, you can kill it. You have permission to kill it, and you can assume that because it's expensive now, it's gonna be expensive in the future.
After just 3 to 4 hours?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. You move fast.
Yeah, I don't like to spend any money on non-potential products.
That's
essentially.
awesome. Cool. Thanks for all your helpful advice today.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, so what do you think about their Facebook ad process? Do you think their ad would actually be effective at converting traffic? What would you change in their strategy? Leave a comment and let me know. I'll chime in with my thoughts, and the dropshippers might chime in with their thoughts too. Thanks for watching, and until next time, learn often, market better, and sell more.